the politicians, whether it is the Igbo politicians or the Hausa politicians or the Yoruba politicians, these people we are talking about is less than 5,000 people that take all of us for a jogger. It's just for us who doesn't have common sense. If we have common sense, we will put them to where they belong.
With their bullets and guns.
But if you are not willing to make a sacrifice, you can't make omelette without breaking egg. Check what happened in Egypt. Somebody had to put himself on fire for the revolution to happen. What happened in France? The young people here have given up in the country. That's why they're taking them for a ride. When you move out to go, how many of you would they kill? They will kill 1,000 or they will kill 100,000. If you need to pay price for the other people, if you don't pay price, generation unborn for aeons of years will hold us responsible that in our generation we did nothing. Those guys running away from the toll gate was the worst mistake they did.
Seriously.
I'm telling you, they should have stood there.
That very day,
that day, and dare those people for the once and for all.
Wow.
The oppressors know the game, they understand it. Once they did that and they know you are afraid, then they will never leave. All they know is themselves and their family.
Yes.
They will never change. If they kill 5,000 Nigeria, the whole country will change. That will be the end of all this mess. But 5,000 have paid the price to redeem 200 million people. But 200 million people say, let 5,000 people do with us whatever they like. They like the shit in our head, we eat their shit. And we are happy with it. Or we leave the country for them. And they are happy. You think they are going to release power for free? You are joking. This is their life. They've lived in it. These young people need to take their destiny in their own hand and say, we have had enough of this. If I'm a young man, maybe I would have led a revolution. I am 66. I'm going to be 70 in 4 years. I'm 67 this year. So another 14, 13 years, I'm 80 years. It has passed our own time. But if I'm 18, 19, 21, 23, 24, 25, you think I will not do anything? With the life I live, we're coming up, I would have done something.
Wow.
This federal character is the problem. Create a level playing field so that the best of us could come out. Am I saying there's no good people in there are many first-class brain in the northern part of Nigeria and in other part of this country who will excel. But until we have a country that is based on equity and best brain, we will never make any progress as a nation. It's not about preference of where you come from. I'm not asking for any preferential treatment. What I need is a level playing field. Any young man or woman, you make yourself when you are young. If you don't need to wait till you become 30 or 40, go check statistic.
You know, when they are looking for who to take bullets and die, they remember there are young people. But when it's time to who will lead, who will be in leadership position, who will they know, they will say young people are too young. Don't talk. You must respect elders. The elders that they are respecting cannot put themselves to die. You are expecting the young ones to die. I will not send my children. I would rather send myself there. So let me even take this from the place where Mr. Cosma Maduka was talking about that he will soon be 70. But that's the more reason why you should lead the revolution. You've lived 60 years. What more do you want? You are telling someone who is 18, who is just starting life, who has a lot before them, that they should lead a revolution. Nobody should tell anybody to lead any revolution. People should get tired, sick and tired, and be on the streets. And when we talk about EndSARS, you telling young people that were killed that they saw government shooting, killing them, that they shouldn't have left the place. Why didn't the rest go and meet them there and say, if you are going to kill them, kill us? You see that EndSARS picture that I took that went that was taken of me, that went viral? All throughout that day, I was at the back. I was happy that, finally and young ones are taking on this thing. And even now, that's why every day I tell you, I'm proud of young Nigerians. Don't let anybody gaslight you, tell you that you are not doing. You are the ones that are doing a lot. I remember a time that I will be fighting 3, 4, 5 causes or issues on Twitter. I will carry this one, I will hear on social media, I will do this, I will do this video. When did I even start video? It's because of this. They had put a ban on me, embargo on me, that media houses should not call me. Some of them that called me, they were finding them. So they started, and I say, me that I get big mouth, I can't talk. I started doing videos and putting them out there. I've been putting videos on my YouTube since 2015. Some people will not watch them. For me, was one thing was that I will put these videos that even if they kill me today, My voice is, they can't kill my voice, because then people is remember, this woman, she had one channel like that, they will go and start watching. For close to 10 years, nobody was watching my video. I go back to my old video, you see some 3 views, 5 views. But I say, my own was that I will document my thoughts and I'll put it out there. That particular picture, it was when the police stood, they formed a line, straight line, with their guns. They had their tear gas canisters, they had their guns, they set their guns. That was when I left where I was sitting at the back, because all throughout that, I told them, me, I'm here to give you moral support. However you want it, I'm here. That was when I stood, I came to the front and I said, if you are going to shoot them, you have to put the bullet through me. So that NSAS picture you saw, seeing me stand, now bullet I go collect too. I didn't even know who took the person that even took it. Did not even know who I was, because when he put it on Twitter, it was like, this woman, he hope she's okay. You know, after later on when they threw that tear gas the place and then they started shooting at me, I said I stayed on that and I was talking. I said, if you're going to shoot, then shoot me. That is what a parent should do. That is what the older generation should do. We should come out and protect our young ones. Not that we'll be sitting at the back like cowards. We are telling our young ones to go there and die for us. What are we doing? We that we've lived. I'm 50. I'm 50 what now? This my December something. I'm 50, 2023. I'm going to be 52 in December. So I'm still 51. I'm in my 50s. I'm not going to put children in front and tell them to go and protest on my behalf, to go and do revolution on my behalf, to stand up. No, I will be the one, and I'll be the one protecting them. We are the older generation. We should do it. Yes, I get the fact that, as a young person, you don't have fear. All this like revolution and it's easier for people to do when they are younger, because you don't have as much responsibilities, you don't have fear, you are ideological, you're going on, you're doing so many things. That's a different, you understand, different scenario. But for us to sit down and say those in their 60s and 70s, they love life so much, they don't want to die. But it is the young ones that should go and dare. Sure, we are all suffering the suffering. And beyond that is this. And for me, and this is not just to Mr. Cosma, this is also to me and every Nigerian out there. What have we done to put a pool of money together? Revolution is not just only being on the streets and raising your hand. You can do revolution in different forms. That revolution in Egypt, I keep telling people, what did it lead to? The young people came out, they protested, they removed the government that was in there, and they brought in another monstrous government. Abi, have they gotten that freedom that they were truly seeking for? So at the end of the day, if you are doing revolution without the political part of it, we must train people to get it. For me, that's why for me, the revolution that I'm into now is political revolution. You see that National Assembly, we must disrupt it for good. Let's say, for example, now this revolution that Mr. Cosma talked about, let's look at it. Can we do that revolution and find 300 candidates to the National Assembly? 300, let them disrupt that place. Young people who have competence, character, capacity, who are intelligent, who can see that, who will make laws for the country. Let's use it. Let's bring money. Mr. Cosmas can donate 1, 2, 3 billion. But will he do it? That's the question. I can donate my own money, but will I do it? That's the question. How many other rich Nigerians do you have around? Can we put a fund? The other day, this person wrote a book. What's his name? Former head of state, General Ibrahim Bodomasi Babangida. They raise how many billions within how many hours? But you tell them to come and put a war chest for politics, where we can be getting people who have competence, people who will go to that place and dare anybody. If we had true people with competence, character, capacity, courage, patriotism, Tinubu will not dare do the nonsense that he's doing right now. They would have impeached him. Some of the things that he's coming with, he wants to get this loan, he wants to buy it, they will tell him, get out of here. Go and work for the people. That is a revolution. But even if you don't even use bullets, you don't need to come and put yourself this thing. Just bring money. How many are ready to bring that money? We're quick. The other day I saw a politician whom it was the youth in 2023 ensuring that they will do political revolution, because 2023, what you saw with the obedient movement is from NSAS. It was anger from NSAS, where they had been killed, and then the politicians were saying to the change us. And they came and they worked, they used their money, they campaigned, they got people, they did everything. What then happened? This thing was stolen from them. Where were we, the older generation? And the person that they helped to get it over is telling them that the youth are lazy. You only see on social media, you are this thing. And I saw someone say, you used to be, are not lazy, now we want to come and make una they get anger. Nigeria youth, for me, I'll always be proud of Nigeria. They're doing so much. In spite of the fact that we've not given them an enabling environment for them to thrive, they are doing so much. The Nigeria that we met, we've not been able to hand over to them. We handed over to them a worse Nigeria. I used to drag my dad and say that the Nigeria that his generation met, he didn't hand it over to me. Guess what? I've also failed. I didn't hand it over to my children. And then we want, the way he was saying, oh, how many? 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 will be killed. And the person that was listening to him, me, in short, maybe that's why me, I see reporter or this, because I would have asked him, are you willing to sacrifice your child? Because the way you feel about your child is the way another person feel about their child. I always tell people, if I'm not going to be at the protest, I'm not going to be at the front, I'm not going to call anyone to come and stand. No. It's myself I'll put first there before asking someone. But some people want to stay in the comfort of their houses. Their children are not in the country. My children are not in the country. So it's not a matter of, but my children have protested in this Nigeria. My daughter started protesting when she was 12. My son started protesting when he was 15. They protested on the streets of Nigeria and also abroad and also in the UK. So it's not about that they've not protested. Sometimes some talk with some people, they talk, they vex me. But anyway, thank you for watching.